Hi guys, welcome back. I know this isn't like my normal scheduled videos. I will get back to those next week. This is just kind of a special because something was released the other day. Most people in the AG world already know this, but on January 27th, 2026, American Girl announced and put up for pre-sale their K-pop Demon Hunter 18-inch dolls. They have two of them available. They have Rumi, Mira, and Zoe available. Um, I'm going to kind of go into the dolls and kind of describe them a little bit. Um, at the end, I'll kind of have like my opinion because I know there's a lot of controversy right now going on amongst the three dolls. So, first off, let's start out with each doll is $165 plus shipping, I believe. I don't remember. I haven't put one in a cart and I didn't honestly pre-order them. Um, but um when K-pop Demon Hunters came out, I know like at Christmas there was a lot of kids that were asking for K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. It's starting to pop up more and more places. And so American Girl's kind of sort of getting on trend with this, but where I'm saying kind of sort of, I don't think anybody really expected the popularity when it came out. Um, but Or I'm saying kind of sort of. So now after the fact, late January, they're releasing these kind of because they are estimated to ship November 27th, 2026. So that is almost a full year after the K-pop Demon Hunter series came out. Some people are kind of hoping that that means they're going to come out with a season two around that time to kind of rekindle. I'm not fully sure. I kind of get more into the trend stuff later in the video, but that's just the overview of them. And like I said, they're coming out with the three dolls. So let's first get into Rumi. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, guys. Personally, I have not watched K-pop Demon Hunters. My daughter has, so the information I've got, I'm going off that, which is very little, because she honestly watched the week they came out, which was quite a few months ago, and she's like, "Really, Mom? I watched them. I remember watching them, and I really wasn't into this." And this is actually coming from a child who loves Japanese culture, loves like anime typically. She's more into J-pop versus K-pop. She's into Vocaloids, Project Sockeye, Miku, stuff like that. So that's coming from that kind of girly. So, like I said, this is limited information. I'm kind of going off by what American Girl has on their website for them and what um what I've found on the AG Wikipedia. So, like I said, first off, we are going to go into Rumi. As I've stated, $165 with an estimated ship date of November 27th. So, first off, Rumi is a Nanea mold with light skin. She has lavender hair that comes in a long lifted dragon braid. She does have a very unique wig. It is very beautiful. I love the color. Um, it's a beautiful wig and a beautiful style. I'm honestly personally hoping that they're gonna eventually put this hairstyle in the book to have done at the AG salon because I have got truly me doll that I would love to have in this hairstyle. I absolutely think it's beautiful. She has amber eyes and So she also has top and bottom lashes. She has an unusual shape, purple eyebrows, some eyeshadow, and she does have her right ear pierced. Um, and there is just one single earring in that right ear pierced that is it just a silvery stated statement earring is all it says as the description. She also does have a demon mark on her right shoulder. So she is the first doll to have like any sort of like body marking. All the other dolls, like the only type of body markings that they've ever had is freckles. You can also have like hearing aids added in, like different mobility aids and stuff like that, but an actual like tattoo type mark. So she will be the first of a kind. Um, she she is a very cute doll. Like I said, she I'm in love with the hairstyle. We can go into her outfit. So she will be coming in her signature outfit, a yellow crop top flax leather jacket with a metal zipper, printed graphics, a sculpted spiky shoulder detail. To me, that kind of reminds me of like a Mad Max type detail. She has a white crop top, not mock neck tank top, a pair of jean shorts with it just says contrasting pink accents and pocket graphics with silvery foil print zippers. Now, my opinion is at that $165 price point, I think they should have put in, instead of printed zippers, those should have been real zippers, in my opinion. Those printed zippers on there make it kind of cheap, in my opinion. She also comes with a purple Norigi tassel charm accessory that hooks to her belt loop. And she also has um, a hair tie with a Degnigi style satin hair ribbon. And she has a pair of black patent PU boots with printed stripe detail. Now, once again, like I said, guys, my opinion on this is these printed details just cheapen it for the price point. For $10 more, you can get like one of those beautiful hair play dolls. And that's more like they come with all those great accessories for hair play, where I know that these are just quick mock-ups, but I can see like having in a mock-up like the printed detail, but I think when it went to production, it should have had the actual zippers instead of just printed details. It just cheapens it for me, especially at the price point that they have the dolls at. It just, yeah, that's just my opinion on it. But let's jump into Miss Mira. She is going to be a Korean face mold with once again light skin. Her hair is going to be hot pink center part with front trendle hip length straight with front trendles, and her hair is going to be hip length and straight. Her hair comes with two high front ponytails. Um I know a lot of people I've heard, they all are loving her hairstyle. I think her hairstyle is cute. I hope that they continue with this wig. I love the front trendles of the haircut. I think that is super cute. Like my daughter looked at this doll and she's like, if they had that wig on different dolls or even on a create your own, she would be all over that wig. She's like, I don't care what color it comes in. If it was on something else besides the Demon Hunter doll, she would love this wig. And I've heard that from a few other people that had mentioned it on TikTok. She also has dangly triangle earrings in her pierced ears. So, like um, Rumi, she will have pierced ears. Oh, excuse me, I cannot talk today. And let's get into her outfit. Okay. So, Miss, why do I want to say Rumi? Miss Mira comes in her signature outfit, which is a cropped black graphic tee with a sculpted shoulder detail and fringe. So once again, like the other one has spikies on it, this one is just like almost like a shoulder pad with fringe coming off of it. Kind of a Mad Max detail is what I'm feeling. And you can't fully read what is on her shirt. I think it says Vontimus. Not 100% sure. And the graphic on it kind of reminds me of something, but I'm going to keep it PG. Um, she will have a pair of graphic print black fingerless gloves and a yellow flax leather skirt with a white contrast stitching and metal chain detail. Now, for her skirt, like the white stitching, that's just faux pockets. Once again, especially compared to like mapley outfits and some of the other American Girl outfits, do I think they could have had real pockets? These are just stitched on faux pockets. But at least with Mira's, instead of having a printed chain detail, they actually do have the chain. Where once again on Rumi, I wish they would have put actual, even if they had just put like fake zippers there, just where there was a fake pocket. I personally feel it would have been better for Rumi, where Mira has that actual detail versus the printed on detail. She has a pink Norigi tassel charm accessory that hooks to her belt loop as well. She has a black satin ribbon choker necklace with rhinestone gems. She has a pair of black flax leather boots with pink and white details. Um, her boots look like they're printed as well. Once again, back to this price point. I wish they would have gone into the extra details and not just gone with this kind of cheapening print look for these dolls. Um, kind of went into that with Rumi. So let's kind of move on to Miss Zoe. So once again, just like the previous, she's $165. And Miss Zoe is a Jess mold, once again, light skinned. She will have black hair, bangs, and the front trendles as well. Her hair comes in low dual buns. Honestly, guys, if I was tempted to get one of the dolls, which you know me, I love purple hair. I have all but one purple hair doll, and that was because when she came out, her eyes freaked me out. But that is besides the point. You might know who it is. Not going to go into those details. But if I was tempted to get one of these three, it would be Zoe, and it would primarily be for her wig. I am in love with this wig. I hope this wig with this hairstyle ends up in the create your own shop at some point. And when and if it does, I will be ordering another create your own doll. And I have told my husband I only needed one create your own doll. Yes, I have two, but one I got secondhand. But if this wig itself comes in there, I will get it. And like I said, I was tempted to purchase this doll just to get this wig to customize another doll because I'm not a huge Jess mold doll. I would probably find some Sonali doll mold to put this wig on. I am in love with this wig. I love the little trendles. I love the low buns. For those that know, my custom or my custom Gia doll that is like my traveling doll has some space buns that I had put in years ago at the AG salon, but she has a Yvette wig on her, which I was able to do that because it was long enough. But I love the bangs. I love the trendos. I'm loving everything about this wig. This wig is adorable. She also has little freckled pattern on her face. She is super adorable. I think of the three, like I said, I don't know much about K-pop demon hunters, but if I was going to pick one doll, it would be Zoe. Zoe is just adorable. Even though I'm not a huge Jess person, I think the only thing that is like holding me back is like the whole eye makeup on her. I'm not a big fan of that. I would probably have to remove that just because I'm not a fan of it. And I know what goes with her character, but I do hope that this wig comes to the create your own shop at some point in time because clearly they have the ability to make it. Even if they have it in there and like only have like one or two hair choices, like a black, a blonde, and like a brown, like okay, three choices of hair color. I love it as the black. I just love this all over. Anyways, let's get on to Zoe's outfit. Once again, Zoe will be coming in her signature outfit, a teal flax leather crop top with a black satin halter neck, a mesh illusion neckline with a zipper front, is her top, a pair of multicolored satin jogger pants with draped straps, graphics, and buckles, and a black pouch with elastic straps worn on her upper arm. Or what is her outfit consists of. She comes with a yellow Noriji tassel charm accessory that hooks to a belt loop. She also has a golden cuff bracelets and a pair of blue and yellow sneakers with elastic laces. And just like the previous, she does have pierced ears. I forgot to mention that before. Hers are just like hoop earrings. To me, they look very reminiscent of, not reminiscent, similar to maybe Josefina or Addie's earrings, but honestly, these look like they may actually be able, you might be able to take them out and change them. They don't look like they're permanent to me, like Addie and Josefina, but they're just like looks like a flax gold color earring. Um, sorry guys. It just says hoop earrings, but in the picture they look gold to me. But I think honestly, of the three, Zoe is my favorite. She is super, super cute. If I had to get one, it would be Zoe. Um, I may be tempted to get her if there was a sale or like quadruple points and dolls were included, but I kind of have a feeling because the trend that HG's had lately, like they'll have like quadruple points, but it'll only be on like Truly Me and um certain historical accessories. It doesn't typically include dolls, which kind of stinks. Um, like I know when I ordered my uh, create your own doll, they had like a they had like double or triple points going on, but it did not they had like it was either double or triple points, and then they had like 20% off if you spent so much money. Um, while or it was if you got 20% off if you spent $250 or 25% off. It was one of those type of deals when you spent like 200 or $250. I went ahead and ordered my create your own doll, and I ordered a few things in that same order. Now, my create your own doll did not get the double or triple points, and it did not get the discount, but the additional items that I ordered had the quadruple or triple points as well as the discount for ordering over that 200 or 250. I don't remember the exact threshold. So I know that some of like the Disney dolls are disqualified from sale. Girl of the Year is usually disqualified. Some of the other special edition dolls are typically disqualified. So I don't know if these ones are going to be disqualified just because they're not calling them special edition to me. It's not showing limited edition, limited run. These are currently pre-order, like I said. So I don't think it's going to be like the Wednesday doll or the Christmas holiday one dolls that they come out with, or the Wicked dolls that they came out with, or the Barbies that they came out with the last couple years. I think these are going to be more open runs, like the Playline versions of the Disney dolls. And so I don't quote me on this when they are released. Like if you order them now and they don't ship until November, you'll be getting yours in November, but they're going to make over what is ordered, and then it just starts shipping until then. So like obviously if you want to get these for your child for Christmas, I would order now because it might not be guaranteed that they'll be available for purchase if you want to hold off and wait until November. Um, but then again, that can be a gamble. So if your child is still into K-pop Demon Hunters, so it's up to you. But like I said, if there's a discount, or like I know earlier last year they did have a point where you got double points if you bought anything from the Disney collection, the Disney Princess collection. So that is actually when we were at the American Girl store earlier this year, and my daughter got um her Belle doll, and I was able to get my Tiana doll, and then we got the outfits that corresponded. We got or not triple points. We got double points on Tiana. We got double points on Belle, and then we got double points on their outfits. So that would be the only way I would probably buy Zoe, is if it was something like that. Now, let's get into like kind of controversy. Um, like I had mentioned at the beginning, K-pop Demon Hunter was like super popular when it came out. Um, it seemed like it was supposed to be geared towards like teen tweens, but it's actually captivating like younger kids. And at Christmas, I saw on some of the AG pages people actually making custom Demon Hunter dolls for their girls, or their children, I should say, because there might be some boys out there that wanted them too, or they were looking for customizers to make these dolls for their children because their kids were asking for K-pop Demon Hunters. I know I saw quite a few TikToks around Christmas, like parents, like all my kid asked Santa for was K-pop Demon Hunter doll. I don't even know if it necessarily meant an AG doll, but that's what they asked for, and they wanted a K-pop Demon Hunter toys or color books, and like one was like all I could find was this poster, and I think it was Five Below was the only place that I actually any saw anything merchandise for K-pop Demon Hunters around Christmas, and that was like one poster. It's kind of starting to pop up more. I know today my family and I were at Hot Topic, and they had a few different things that were sold out um, at the register that was K-pop Demon Hunter, and my daughter picked it up and was kind of, oh, there was, I'll take that back. It wasn't sold out. There was one left, and my daughter picked it up and was looking at it. It was at the counter, and while we were checking out, and the manager said that they just got them in on last Friday, and we just had like snowpocalypse where we were iced in for the last 3 days. And she said that even though like the ice started heating on Saturday night to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, today's Wednesday, people are getting out Wednesday, and some people were out on third or on Monday. Not Monday. We're out on Saturday. The mall was actually closed Sunday, Monday, and I think it might have been closed yesterday. I'm not 100% sure. But, anyways, they were able to sell basically this whole case in only 2 days. And she said sales have been really slow because of the weather. And she's like, they've been super, super popular. So, K pop Demon Hunter is still really popular now. Now, the problem with these is, as I've mentioned numerous times, they're not supposed to ship till November 27th. Like, that is months away. And this isn't one of those, like, where you do a back order from American Girl. So, anybody that's ordered from American Girl knows that when you order, If it is in stock, they take the money out of your account at the point you order. Now, if it's something that is back ordered, they put a temporary hold on your account and the charge actually drops off for that amount until it comes into stock. And then at the point it ships, then your card is charged. Well, people have called and asked the customer service about the Demon Hunters since they're not supposed to be shipped till November, how they're doing the charges on it. An American Girl, from what I've heard from more than one source, is that they are charging at the point of sale. These are not being charged like back orders. These are being charged like pre-orders where you're charged at the point of sale, not when it ships. So you decide to order one or three of these, they have got your money for the $165 plus tax. And I think shipping threshold now is $175. So you got to find something that's $10 more to get free shipping. So it would be $165 plus shipping and tax. So they are going to take that whole money for each doll. So if you buy each one of these dolls, well, you'll get free shipping, I'm sure, if you buy all three. And so it'll be you'll have almost close to $500 to $600 that they will take right away if you order all three of these dolls today. There will be no hold, it'll be a straight charge, and they will have your money until November when these ship. On the other thing where I mentioned you're kind of taking a little bit of gamble if you're going to try to order these for your child for Christmas next year, being the fact of we don't know how many are going to be produced. We don't know how many are going to be shipped in November. So, say for instance, in this pre-order time in January, so 11 months, I mean, it is going to be, well, 10, 11 months till these dolls ship. Now, it's a gamble. Okay, so if you order it now, you should be guaranteed within that first shipment. But if you wait till November, you're you might not get it in time for Christmas. Because we don't know how many are going to be made. We don't know how many are going to be produced and in the shipment. Are the shipments going to come in waves? There's a lot of unknown with that, as well as what your child likes. Like things, especially now with the way media is, things are hot, they're fantastic. Everybody's gung ho about K-pop Demon Hunters right now. Now, we don't know if they're going to be releasing another season come next fall, which may rekindle or add new fans to the mix. But, um, if you order them now, you're kind of taking a gamble that in November your kid's still going to want them. That's my opinion. I've got a child that sometimes sticks to things that they're obsessed with. And then sometimes things just come and go very quickly that come and go with fads. Like when the first season of Wednesday came out, my daughter loved it. But by the time the second season of Wednesday came out, she was over it. Um, and so there's kind of things like that where we don't know if they're making another season of it. So if they do, I can see if they make another season and then the next season comes out this fall, I can see kids still wanting these. But on the flip side, by November, if they don't, your child may have moved on from K-pop Demon Hunters and on to the next fad. So you're kind of taking a gamble with that as well. So that's my opinion. I know a lot of people think that American Girl is just jumping on the K-pop Demon Hunter bandwagon because it's popular right now, and it seemed like with the lack of merchandise when stuff came out that they weren't expecting it to hit like it did, and it's just going harder than expected in the realm of any source because there was like pretty much nothing around Christmas that was available at the mass market for this franchise. I don't know if we don't know if they're even going to come out with other outfits. Some people are actually hoping that they will be coming out with other outfits. As I stated, I have not watched it, but I do know that they do have other outfits they wear. As I've watched TikToks, and at Christmas time, this lady got a little girl from the angel tree that she literally had on there. All she wanted was K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. And once again, you couldn't find it. So they went out and they bought said poster from Five Below. But this lady also knit. So she, or not knit, crocheted. So she crocheted Zoe, Rumi, and Mira K-pop Demon Hunter dolls for this little girl, and they each one came in the outfit that is kind of similar, like their main outfit, their signature outfit. And then she also made an additional outfit for each one of the dolls that she gave to this little girl. Now, I wish we could have seen the little girl open it. I don't know if that parent was ever on TikTok and made a video about that, but looking at the dolls, I mean, they were cute. Um, so as I stated, it was hot for last Christmas. I know people still want it now, and little kids still want it now, but come November, I'm not 100% sure that's going to be the same. So that's just my opinion on it. Um, I know, like I said, my daughter is not into K-pop Demon Hunters. She's into other things. I had custom made her a little bit of a Miku. I couldn't find the perfect wig, so her and I worked together and picked the elements for the doll that she named Miku. Um, and she loves her doll. Now, if they came out with a Miku American Girl doll, or like mass produced, I would probably pre-order it for her and just take the gamble. But that's me. You might take the gamble for your own kids, but I would only purchase one doll for her initially, her favorite. I know there's many people that have already pre-ordered all three of these Demon Hunter dolls. And as I stated, if I did it, I would only be getting Zoe, and I'm not getting Zoe because of the franchise or the Demon Hunter. Honestly, I would be getting it for the doll itself. I probably would be removing the eye makeup, um, customizing, uh, or I honestly, I just want the wig. So maybe when the dolls come out, I will find somebody that bought the doll and is kind of piecing it out and purchase the wig, because that's how I got my Yvette wig. Is somebody had bought an Yvette and they were customizing the Yvette doll, and they pulled the Yvette wig off, and that's how my customized doll that I made myself, um got her Yvette wig. So come November, December, if somebody's customizing a doll and buys a Zoe and is selling the wig, I will be very tempted to just purchase the Zoe wig, because that is the main thing that I would want from that doll. I would consider buying Zoe and then selling her outfit and then removing the eye makeup. And in all honesty, I would be half tempted to change the eyes on her, but I don't know how easy it is to change the eyes on a Jess mold. I have never done that. I've only ever done it on a classic. I've done it on a Marie Grace. I've done it on a Josefina. I think those are the only dolls that I've done eye swaps on, and they are not fun. And I believe Jess's eyes with that almond shape would make it even more difficult. So I don't know how well that would happen. So I might just sit around and wait until either this wig is mass produced or whatever. I'm loving the wig, to be honest. Zoe's wig has me. I do love Rumi's wig as well. That would be another one I'd consider to like get a doll and customize myself. So those are my thoughts and my opinions on this collection. Please put your comments below what your thoughts are on that. And I will see everyone again next Wednesday. Bye.